Step 11 of the 12 steps says, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. This step is where recovery deepens into daily spiritual practice. Up to this point, we've done the hard work of clearing away the wreckage of the past, making amends, and learning to live more honestly. Now, step 11 invites us into a rhythm of prayer and meditation, a daily walk with our higher power. It begins with seeking. That word matters. Seeking means we don't have it all figured out. It means we come humbly, with open hands, ready to learn. We're not demanding, we're not trying to bend God's will to ours. We're simply seeking to improve conscious contact with Him, to draw closer, to listen, to be guided. Prayer and meditation are the tools. Prayer is speaking, meditation is listening. Prayer is lifting our thoughts, our needs, our gratitude upward. Meditation is stillness, creating space for God to speak back, for peace to settle into our souls. Together, they form a conversation with our higher power that guides and sustains us. And notice what we're told to pray for. Not riches, not comfort, not escape. We're told to pray only for knowledge of God's will and the power to carry it out. That's humility. That's trust. Because left to our own devices, our prayers might drift back into selfishness. Give me what I want, make things easier, fix this my way. But step 11 shifts the focus. It's no longer about our will. It's about His. It's about aligning our lives with something greater. Think about a sailor on the ocean. No matter how strong or skilled, they can't control the wind. But they can adjust their sails to catch it. Step 11 is like that. Prayer and meditation help us adjust our sails to the will of God. We don't control the wind. We learn to move with it. This step is also practical. It's about daily habits. Maybe it's setting aside quiet time in the morning to pray, or ending the evening with meditation, reflecting on the day and listening for God's guidance. Maybe it's taking a walk in silence, breathing deeply, opening your heart to wisdom. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be honest. One person in recovery described step 11 as the turning point where their faith stopped being a theory and became a relationship. It wasn't about rules anymore. It wasn't about fear. It was about connection, daily, real, and life-giving. That's the gift of this step. And here's the truth. Prayer and meditation don't remove all of life's struggles. Hardships still come, but they give us strength, clarity, and peace to face those struggles differently. They remind us that we're not alone. They give us wisdom for decisions, courage for challenges, and serenity for things we cannot change. So today, step 11 invites us into something deeper, to seek, to pray, to listen, to align ourselves not with our will but with God's. And in that alignment, we find strength, peace, and direction for the road ahead. Step 11 is about seeking conscious contact with God, improving that relationship daily, and finding peace in His will. It's about prayer, meditation, and trust, not asking for what we want, but for the wisdom and strength to live as we're called. And in that practice, we discover a life of serenity, clarity, and freedom.